Welcome back, everyone. It's New Year's Eve. Got some goodies to put on the car, so let's check it out. So I've been struggling quite a bit to find what I need to get the front of the engine dressed up. Hardest thing so far has been finding a good alternator bracket that fits the radiator, fits all the parts in here. I did try a radiator mount that put it way up over here, but then that caused a big gap between the water pump, so it's way too long of a belt. I was not able to do a low mount because it gets in the way of the steering. And then I've tried short water pumps, long water pumps. Now I'm going back to a long water pump that actually has an accessory hookup for it for an alternator bracket. So I'll show you what I've got over here. So what I ended up getting is a long water pump that's got the accessory holes in there, which is going to allow this bracket for my alternator, which is a Power Master 140 amp. And then it also came with the Gilmer style pulleys and belt. Get that all installed today. Christmas was here, so my wife got me a nice new radiator that'll fit in for the V8. I also got a low-car 23-inch shifter along with the adapter in order to put a beer tap on. Got my fuel line kit, the yoke for the transmission, and I picked these up from Walton Fabrication to cap off the vent holes for the air ducts. And I've used a lot of stuff from Walton Fabrication. I really like his stuff. You won't find them on his website. You just got to give the guy a call and he'll hook you right up. Comes with the hardware to screw them right in. So let's get started. Let's get some of this stuff installed and be that much closer to being done. So to get started with the Gilmer pulley set, we gotta get our old pulley off, or the stock pulley off of the alternator. Uses a 15/16 socket. Hold it nice and tight. Just back that nut off. Save the nut and washer. Put the Gilmer style pulley right onto your alternator. Put your lock nut back down, or lock washer, your nut. And just put it back up together. Now, from here, we'll go ahead and mount up the water pump. So I got the back side of the water pump here. Gonna go ahead and put a little bit of water pump and thermostat housing gasket maker on here. Put a little bit on and just smear it right on. Don't need a whole lot. I'll take the actual gasket itself. It'll stick right to it. And just take a little bit more, put it onto the side of the gasket. A little messy. Make sure the bolt holes are lined up. And we'll take it over to the car and get her bolted on. Okay, so I was able to get everything mounted on. As you can see, I got my Gilmer pulleys on, got my alternator on, and the water pump on. I was trying to avoid using a long water pump, but in order to get an alternator to fit correctly in here, I had to go with a long water pump so I could use the accessory holes on a water pump. Only issue I have by using a long water pump is how close the front of this engine is to that core support. So when I put my radiator in, I'm either gonna have to use a pusher fan or I'm gonna have to fab this up in a way to move the radiator out. But to do that, I'm probably gonna have to put my grill supports in, see how much room I have. So that'll probably be the next thing to do. But I'm very happy with the way this turned out. And I think it looks pretty sweet as well. And then I went ahead and got my vent hole covers on from Molten Fabrication. I tell you what, man, those fit perfect. If you need anything for one of these cars, Molten Fabrication is the way to go. Did the engine mounts in the transmission cross member, and everything fit perfectly. No guesswork or anything. So that's the way to go. So that's in. Next, we got a radiator we got to put in. So we'll figure out how that fits. And then we got the 23-inch shifter for my 700 R4. So thanks for watching. It is New Year's Eve, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it short, stop working on the car, get back inside with the family, eat a bunch of junk food, and have a few beverages. And I'll see you guys next year. Again, this is the Black Bomber Garage. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you later.